Hello, my name is Nathan Andrew Scavage, and this is my location case study for Geography 262, Geography of North America. I chose Minneapolis, Minnesota as my location because I was born in the greater Twin Cities metro area, and it is a city that hits very close to home for me, as many of my friends live there, and I may want to live there someday. Minneapolis is located in the middle area of the Midwestern region of the United States, as displayed on the image on the left side of the screen. In the state of Minnesota, it is located on the lower east side of the state. Minneapolis has many quality of life factors that are important to look at when discussing the current state of the city. The first factor that I would like to discuss is birth rate, which I acquired my statistics through the Department of Health website. Minneapolis is a growing city, and per every 1,000 people, 11.2 people are born. And in the year 2020, there were 63,462 total births. The next quality of life factor that I would like to discuss is graduation rate. 90% of Minneapolis residents had completed high school or beyond by age 25, according to the 2020 census. This is about 5% higher than the average U.S. graduation rate and shows that Minneapolis offers an above-average educational system in comparison with the rest of the country. Another quality of life factor that I would like to discuss is median household income and per capita income. The median household income in Minneapolis is around $70,000, while the per capita income is around $43,000 or $44,000, according to the 2020 census. The last quality of life factor that I would like to talk about in this video is the poverty rate. According to the 2020 census, 17% of Minneapolis residents are in poverty. While this is just around the United States average of 17.4%, for a big city, it is relatively low. Altogether, these quality of life factors paint Minneapolis in a positive light due to their relatively better than average statistics in comparison with other major cities around the country. The next aspect of Minneapolis that I would like to discuss is population and diversity. According to the 2020 census, the total population of Minneapolis was around 430,000 people. The 2020 census also showed a very gender diverse city, with around 50.7% of the population being male and 49.3% being female. This is a very good percentage population-wise. It also showed that Minneapolis was a diverse city with around 63% Caucasian citizenship, 18% African American, 9.8% Hispanic, and 5.7% Asian American. Some features of Minneapolis is that it's located on a primarily flat terrain with the Mississippi River running through it, kind of dividing it from its sister city, I guess, of St. Paul. There are also 16 lakes in the city area, and the elevation in Minneapolis ranges from 678 feet to 1,070 feet above sea level. Minneapolis is known as a very cold city. It's known for having very cold and frigid winters. If you watch any TV show or movie that, displays Minneapolis, it's probably going to be in the dead of winter, in the middle of a blizzard. But surprisingly, it can get pretty warm and humid during the summer months. The humidity comes from the frequent precipitation and the large number of lakes and in the local and statewide area, mostly local, of course. And their precipitation comes in the form of snow and rain. A topic that has become very prevalent in Minneapolis over the past couple years has been racism and racial discrimination, whether that be in the judicial system or in the criminal justice system or the policing force. And this was brought to light, or at least in the public eye, in the past couple years due to the killing of George Floyd, where he was obviously strangled to death. And this brought in protests and riots, and it really brought this issue into the public eye, forcing the city to address these issues and attempt to resolve them over time, which we're seeing today. These are the sources that I used during my presentation.